Southwest Airlines calls itself the country's largest low-fare carrier. It operates nearly 3,900 flights a day and serves more domestic passengers than any other airline. Gary Kelly is the chairman, president, and CEO of Southwest. He has been with the company for 27 years. Welcome.
Thanks, Charlie. Great to be here.
It's great to have you. Let's start with the news of everybody's talking about cell phones on flight in midair. What do you think?
Well, I know that our customers don't want it. The vast majority of the polls that we've taken, 60% say they don't want cell phones in flight. So it's a little premature, I think, to judge what the government may come out with in terms of guidelines. But so far, I don't think our customers want it. And if our customers don't want it, then our employees aren't going to be for that either.
Do you think it's a distraction, though, also for pilots and flight attendants and others?
I don't think so. I think it's mainly just an inconvenience to be in such close quarters and having overhearing loud conversations. But in the end, I don't see it as a significant safety question at all. But that's something that will need to be carefully considered here.
One thing that's happening in your industry is consolidation. You got 4 big carriers now. Some people worry who come from small towns, will they find their service continuing? You've had to stop service to at least 4 places, including Jackson, Mississippi.
I don't see that that's an issue for communities because of consolidation. I think it's more of an issue because of cost. The higher costs go, the higher fares have to go, and the fewer people fly. And essentially, if you look at the traffic in the United States in 2012 compared to where it was in 2000, it's the same. And it's because fuel costs have gone so much higher. That's a much more significant risk. Overall, there'll be plenty of competition, and if the traffic is there, you're going to have airlines serving these communities.
But as Charlie asked about that consolidation, I mean, what about American and U.S. Airways merging? Do you think that's going to mean higher fares for most people?
I don't think so. Again, you've got significant competition in the industry, and in particular, an airline in Southwest
keeps the fares lower.
We aspire to be the low-fare leader in the United States. Just this week, there was a move by the industry to raise fares, and we refused to go along with that. So you can count on companies like Southwest and other low-cost carriers to provide that competition.
You know, we were sitting here during the break, and John Miller came in, who, you know, knows all things, and he was saying, I was talking, and we were talking about customer service, and you guys are rated #1 since when?
Since 1987.
And never been knocked off that list. You're always #1?
Well, not always #1, but most years. There's probably 2 or 3 years where we were #2. But yeah, we have a real focus on that.
His point was that there is 2 things. Number one, there's a kind of service, there's a kind of service that comes from your airline, and that it comes from a culture. I mean, help us understand why Southwest, if it's doing the things that John suggested, is able to do those things.
Well, it's an airline, I think, that has significant strengths. And we've been talking about fares and low cost. So it's somewhat, I guess, mysterious how we can also have the best customer service. And it is because of our people.
Because you would think with low cost you'd have less service.
Exactly. But we believe, the best people. They're the most productive. They work the hardest. And the statistics show that they provide the best customer service. What do customers want? They want friendliness. They want helpfulness, and they want somebody who cares about solving.
But I have to say, in fairness, I do have to say, you don't allow pre-boarding for families, which could cause a little bit of problems in my family because we have 3 young children. You know, because you don't have assigned seats. Yeah.
Well, but we do have a designated boarding time for families so that we can accommodate those small children. So it's just they don't go on first, because we have other customers who choose to pay for that.
Yeah. I think this says something about me, but I mean, I don't care about the food. I need my Wi-Fi. and how to make that better.
And we've got that for you. In fact, Southwest has
I got about 15 seconds, but
Southwest has the best Wi-Fi out there. As soon as you sit down on the airplane and push back from the gate, it's available until you push into the gate.
Thanks, Gary Kelly.
Good to see you, Gary.
Great to be here.